Well, it's November 12th, 2000. Well, it's November 12th, 2022, and welcome to the Please Subscribe show. I'm Cole Spivey.
I'm Linda Spivey.
And that's amazing. Keeping the family together is tough, you know, it's a tough thing. I mean, I do miss my kids. I haven't seen them in 3 days. The last time I talked to a group of pastors about them and at MBBC, and you know, they pretty much just told me they were with their mom and everything, and it's tough, you know. It's a tough thing that you have to go through every day, you know. But keeping the family together is an important thing, you know. You want to make sure your family is kept together. That's very, very important. Guy, and he completely understood me. I said to him, a thought which quartered hath but 3 parts coward, and a thought which quartered hath but 1 part's coward, and every 3 parts. A thought which quartered. He's like, what? Anyway, it turned out they mixed the orders, so they should have had tags on it, but I don't know, you can't get them all right. I figured it out later, don't ask me how. So I looked at the man and I said, here's your food. A thought which quartered hath but 1 part wisdom, and every 3 parts coward. You have the wrong food, my friend. He was like, what? I said, it's Hamlet, scene 4, act 4, scene 4. Act 4, scene 4, I just ordered Fuzzy's taco. I'm just joking. I didn't really say. He was wearing pink, though, and it's kind of pink outfit, like a pink robe or something. I said, here's your food. A thought which quartered hath but one part wisdom, and every 3 parts coward. You have the wrong food. Nah, they got it mixed up whenever they were giving it out. It happens sometimes. Real line is, a thought which quartered hath but one part wisdom, every 3 parts coward. It's from Hamlet, Act 4, Scene 4. It's when Hamlet's discussing ambiguity and thought. Like, it's always 100%, 100%. It's never 50-50. A thought is never 50-50. It's always either 100% or it's not a thought. You can't quarter thoughts. This is really the stuff Hamlet talked about. It was really Shakespeare saying it, but you know what I mean. Can't really see that, but you kind of can. And there's Fort Worth. Fortinbras. No, I'm just joking. See, what Hamlet was talking about in Act 4, Scene 4, was he saw this delicate and tender prince with spirit divine, ambition puffs, making mouths at the invisible event, exposing what is mortal and sure to fortune, death, and danger there. Fortune, death, and danger there, even for an eggshell. So, rightly to be great is not to stir without great argument, but greatly to find quarrel in the straw when honor's at stake. He was talking about that he was looking over a hill or down a hill at this great battle that was about to happen, and this delicate and tender prince was leading the battle, mouthing off, most likely an effeminate prince or something like that. But he knew the prince was only doing his job, and he had the real right to seek battle. Like, he had the real right to kill, to murder. That's why he says at the end of that monologue, my thoughts be bloody or nothing worth. My thoughts, he was talking about his thought. A soliloquy, which Hamlet has many of, if you're an actor. Or, as you would say this, Shakespeare was speaking his mind. One of his sons' name was Hamlet. If you do research on that, you find out that his son died of something. But he wrote Hamlet as a way to deal with the pain of losing his first son, Hamlet. And Hamlet he slightly changed the name. And he pictured this prince growing up in a kingdom where he wanted to seek revenge and go off and kill Claudius. Well, in this moment, in Act 4, Scene 4, Hamlet finally decides, because he sees this great warrior, this delicate and tender prince, most likely having something to do with Fortinbras, and making his decision to go forth with 20,000 men. He decides to follow that plan, only to seek his own revenge. Meaning he makes up his mind to kill the king, Claudius. Now, this is after he had already created the play to catch the conscience of the king. After he had already witnessed his own sister drown herself in a river known as Ophelia. And after he had stabbed a higher up through a curtain. Well, they usually do it through a curtain, but it's not always through a curtain. And Laurence is it Olivier? Laurence Olivier, in his version, they stab the guy through a curtain. You know, the older dude that was spying on him while he was trying to kiss his mom. Well, anyway, regardless, at that moment in Act 4, Scene 4, Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark, decides to take revenge, kill Claudius, and avenge his father, King Hamlet. And it's all that fortune, death, and danger dare. That's the thing about the princes and battle. It was exciting. But in the end, Hamlet dies because he tries to overthrow a warrior that is a little bit better fighter. But he does kill Claudius. He does seek his revenge, but he doesn't kill the entire kingdom. not one man can usually. In this case, Hamlet was on kind of a suicide mission. And knew once he'd stab Claudius that, you know, it'd be over after that. Something to do with, I think how they sometimes do it is they poison the blade. They poison the tip of the blade. So even if they get stuck with the blade, that kills them anyway because the blade is poisoned. I think that was kind of probably effect the playwright put in there so they wouldn't have to have like a horrible battle scene. He could just stab him once and he'd be dead. Then he lays down and his friend goes over to him and he talks about angels and then dies. Something to do with the flight of angels or something, I don't know. Anyway, that was towards the end of Hamlet. Don't know why I'm mentioning it, but I was thinking about a quartered thought and what that meant. Like, how can you break up thoughts? A thought has to be 100%. So Hamlet loses the war. As he dies from the poison from the tip of the blade, he tells Horatio to go for the flight of angels. And there is a personal plane. Ooh, the chili cheese.
Welcome to Whataburger. Would you like to try our chili cheeseburger today?
It'd be nice if Hamlet got a hold of a hot dog before he had to shuffle off the mortal coil. Anyway, this is the hot dog from Racetrack, which is actually only $1.79. It's gonna be a try. It's like a kind of a spicy one. It's good. For $1.79, I'd buy this hot dog again. It was very good. It's kind of a spicy hot dog. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Okay, so I'm on a 6 foot, so I'm gonna need you to stand back.
What?
I'm on a 6 foot rule.
Okay.
And there is your food. So in Las Vegas, they have these people that dress up in this like kind of witchery outfits. It's like something a witch would wear. And they sit along the sidewalks with PVC pipe runs through the ground where the broom is at the bottom. So the PVC pipe runs all the way through, and then it goes into the costume and down their torso to the side, under their hip and under their buttocks, where they sit on the PVC and they float in the air. It's a magic trick. But they do that in Vegas, and then the person's up there just kind of like doing like some kind of weird speaking in tongues kind of thing. like gibberish, like they're using magic to float there. My wife and I saw it the first time. We were like, oh my God, it's real magic. We were blown away. Then I waited there for an hour or so watching it, and they did a costume change, and you could see the PVC pipe that runs through. All right, well, we're gonna drop this McAllister's Deli right off at your doorstep, and I was given instructions by the client not to ring the doorbell. So I'll try to remember. Sometimes I do it out of mechanical habit, but I am turning on Spokane, which is a Native American word for spoken. No, I'm just joking. No, I am going to drop the food off at your door. Well, that's the first shift, and we're gonna be crossing the lake and prepping for the second shift a little bit later. So thanks for tuning in. Don't go anywhere, just sit back, get some Uber Eats, Postmates, maybe some DoorDash or GBH or whatever you want to call it, and sit back and have a meal and smile. Well, looks like a little bit of traffic, not too bad. Starting the second shift. But I do have a surprise today. Well, there's Linda. She's eating a roast beef sandwich. And I thought, after I dropped Linda off, that there's a film festival that's actually going on in Fort Worth known as the Lone Star Film Festival. Now, the rumor is the ISIS theater was revamped by the one and the only Luke Wilson. It could have been Owen Wilson, I could be wrong. But I'm guessing Luke Wilson. And they rebuilt this whole theater. Don't know if I'm going to go by that one today, but I am going to go by a historic theater and check out a possible documentary that's going on right now. I have no idea who the filmmaker is or anything, but he's supposed to be there, and there's supposed to be a narrative. So the filmmaker will be there with this narrative, and the film is going to be premiered. So it's a film festival. Now, you remember, on my history, I've been to a lot of different film festivals. The most exciting film festival that I ever went to was USA Film Festival in Dallas, where David Lynch himself showed up with a little movie called Inland Empire. And yes, you bet it, I got to meet the one and only David Lynch, the creator of Eraserhead and, of course, Inland Empire. And I got to talk to him about script writing, about writing scripts to screen for Hollywood. And boy, was I excited. But that won't be there today. This is just going to be some other filmmaker there. I don't know his name, but it's some film, and we'll get to that later. There was some type of plane in the sky flying all the way from over here, all the way over that direction right there. You can kind of see where the plane was flying. And what happened to a plane today?
Two of them
Two
collided.
planes?
Two planes collided.
Where at?
Dallas area?
Oh, there's two planes
There's
like...
wings over something. Wings over...
Yeah.
Wings over flights. It was
So-
like a Veterans Day.
Veterans Day plane thing happened today?
3-day weekend. Yes. Around 1:30.
And they pulled a Hell's Angel. Yeah, like a Hell's Angel Howard Hughes style. Collided right in the air. We don't know if anyone died or what. That was a World War II planes?
Yes.
So it looks like Linda gave me a call and she found $20 by dumpster. But last night when she was working, one of her coworkers had lost a $20 bill outside when they were taking a cigarette break. And so she's going to go up to her and give her a $10 and say, I couldn't find your $20 bill, but I felt bad for you, so here's 10, you know, for a finder's fee.